The tiny village was almost nondescript, non-existent. I have no memory of shops or a main drag or anything, and yet Teotitlán del Valle is famous throughout Mexico for its blankets and weavings, and one of the reasons for that is that in addition to the Aboriginal designs, there are many patterns that speak of Mondrian and other early 20th century abstract European artists. Travel will do that. Apparently, a pair of architectural students arrived almost 100 years ago, well now it would be closer to 150 years ago, and showed local artisans copies of these stark and bold new paintings, and nothing has been the same ever since. The village, such as it is, lies about 13 kilometers south of the city of Oaxaca, which is the capital of the province of Oaxaca, and almost nobody spoke English for sure, and almost nobody spoke Spanish. Zapotec was the main language. One day I was standing idly by the arroyo, and a boy came along. He was maybe 17 or 18, and he had a stick and a backpack that looked like Huck Finn. And I don't know how we communicated this, but I asked him where he had come from, and he said from the city of Oaxaca, and that had taken him like a day or something. And I said, "Where are you going?" And he pointed up the mountain, and he said home, and somehow he communicated to me that that would take about 3 days. I was struck once again by how many different ways of life there are on this one community called planet Earth. I'd already witnessed extreme poverty in tiny villages in Spain a few years earlier. We lived for several months, this is when I was 23, in an adobe hut, and every morning in the first thing in the morning, a 15-year-old girl named Guadalupe came and swept the dirt floor. I'm not sure what that accomplished exactly, but it was nice to see her. We lay about in hammocks, drawing or painting, and eating pomegranates right off the tree above us. You could hear the pigs happily routing in the creek below the outdoor bathrooms. Rustic in the extreme. On weekends, we drove into the big city to do laundry and check for mail. The year was 1966, long before the arrival of the internet, and I loved to sit at a cafe in the Zocalo, which is the village square, and do the crossword puzzle in the International Herald Tribune. Another 10 kilometers closer to Guatemala, there was outdoor market every Saturday, and on one occasion I made the mistake of just trying to imitate the locals, so I bought a pepper and picked it up and bit into it. It took me about 4 hours to recover from that adventure. Apparently the desire to blend into the landscape must be tempered by some common sense. Who knew? Pickle. Don't rush into the new. Stay a while. Get to have a real sense of what these places are about.